Happy Tuesday, everybody! I'm going to do something a little bit different today. We get a lot of questions about our video equipment, so I wanted to go over it with you today. This is the main camera that we use for walking around the parks. This is a Canon G7X Mark II, and the internal stabilization on this camera is really nice. Like, it works really well while we're walking around, and it makes it easy for us to see what's going on because we have the screen that we can look at here that fully articulates. This is one of the things that the Mark II does that the Mark I does not do. Also, the Mark II has a lot easier time finding focus, and the one thing that I really like about both the Mark I and the Mark II is that they do touch to focus. So if you can see your subject on the screen, you can touch them and the camera will focus right on that point. One of the drawbacks to this camera is the microphone is on the top, so we have a hard time with wind. Any of the videos that we film at home on a tripod, or if we're filming fireworks shows or the parades around the park, we use the Sony A7S Mark II. We also use this to film dark rides because it does really well in low light. The lens that we use most often on the Sony is an FE 28-70 f3.5 to 5.6. Anytime that we're using the Sony A7S II, we have a Rode VideoMic Pro stereo attached to the top of it to get the best sound out of it. Right now, this shot is being filmed on the Canon G7X Mark II, and you can hear the difference between what we're filming now on the Canon and what we film next on the Sony A7S II with the Rode VideoMic Pro. Now, we do get the question a lot, what GoPro do you use in the park? In the words of Seeker from the dinosaur ride, I wouldn't. We don't use GoPros in the park. The only time we use our GoPros is when we go to water parks or if we need an underwater shot, because up until today, the only GoPro that we had was a Hero 3 Plus Silver, and it does not have internal stabilization built in, so the shot was very shaky. But we have used this GoPro for all of our water park videos up until this point. We did just get in the mail today a Hero 5 Black, which I'm excited to open up with you guys right now, actually. So there the two are side by side. The Hero 3 Plus Silver was really good. It puts out a very high quality video. It only goes up to 1080p 60 frames a second, whereas the new Hero 5 Black shoots in 4K or 1080p 120 frames a second, which I think is what we're going to shoot in because we don't do anything in 4K because it takes up too much space on the memory cards. The other thing that I really like about the new GoPro is that it has a touch screen so that we can see what's going on, as opposed to the Hero 3 Plus Silver that does not have a screen at all. So you just kind of had to point it at something and hope that you were capturing what you wanted. I'm excited to try out the Hero 5 Black. But once again, we probably will not use this in the parks. We will probably only use this for water parks. But because we get so many questions about the GoPro, I am going to charge up this one right now, and we're going to do a couple of test videos so you guys can see the difference between the Hero 3 Plus and the Hero 5, because the Hero 5 does have internal stabilization, which I'm very excited about. This is the first GoPro that offers internal stabilization. The other thing that should be noted is if you look, this GoPro has a waterproof case on it. This one does not, because this one does not require a waterproof case. The camera comes out of the box, waterproof. This one's waterproof to 33 feet. This one's waterproof to 33 meters, which is at about 130, 120 feet. Which is a lot. Here it is without the case. One of the things that I'm most intrigued about the GoPro Hero 5 Black is that it offers voice command. So I could say like, GoPro, take a picture, and it will take a picture for me. One thing that bears mentioning about the GoPro cameras is that they are fantastic cameras and they do put out a high quality image, but because they have such a wide angle lens, which is 170 degrees, the shot is very limited as far as the detail that you can get because everything appears much further away than it is. That is the effect of the fisheye lens. Also, there is no zoom on any of the GoPro cameras. One of the questions that we get most often is what editing software we use. This is Adobe Premiere Pro 2017, and although most editing software is the same, this is just our preferred editing software because it is what we learned on. But I recommend you use whatever is easiest for you. Most of them are exactly the same. And last but not least, our tripod is the MeFoto Roadtrip, which is small enough to fit into a standard backpack, which is one of Disney's requirements for any tripod you bring into the park. Now that I've showed you all of the camera equipment that we use, I figured I would show you some examples of the video that those cameras put out. This is the camera that we use most often. This is the Canon G7X Mark II, and it has the best stabilization. Like, I'm moving around kind of a lot, but it's kind of a fluid movement. Like if I'm just standing here talking right now, my arm is fairly stable, but it does move around a little bit when I talk with my hands. But as you guys can tell, this video is very, very stable. So from here, we're gonna move to the old GoPro, which is the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver that has absolutely no stabilization in it whatsoever. So this is the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver with absolutely zero stabilization in it. I'm holding it exactly the same as I would the Canon, but I do have a little handle on the bottom of it because the GoPro is so small, you kind of have to have something to hold on to on it. The other thing to note about this camera is that it is in a waterproof case. So I have the skeleton case for it, but I kind of wanted you guys to get the idea, if you leave it inside of the waterproof case, the audio is not very good at all. And so from this camera, we now go to the GoPro Hero 5 Black. And now we have switched over to the GoPro Hero 5 Black with internal stabilization. So I am talking exactly like I would into the other GoPro, holding it with the exact same handle that I did the other GoPro. This should be a lot smoother of a shot. And what I'm going to do now is go back to the Canon G7X Mark II so that we can see the difference between this stabilization and the stabilization on the Canon. And there it is. This is the stabilization on the Canon. As you guys can probably tell from the footage from the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver, I do move a lot when I'm talking to the camera. So any camera that has stabilization in it is good in my book. Like, it really helps me out a lot. So there you have it. That is all of the camera equipment that we use around the parks, around the house, and anytime that we go out in the pool or go to a water park. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As for me, I am off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.